boot it deep to get things started. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. So UCLA's offense will go to work first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a...
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got a man. It's Thomas. At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The give out of the gun. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Release to the back. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins!
Well, I knew a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run.
He's got it, Allen. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Using his legs, it's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, UCLA! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit into this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Let's talk for just a second about Washington. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened.
Turning it on! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Williams will pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point, but no problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds, and the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Out of the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. The tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They just keep firing. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Pulls it in down the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The quick out. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Williams looking for a man. Good timing on the quick out. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. He fires to the left side. Got his man. Running on the Jets. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bruins. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because
Snatches it on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Williams will pass. Snags it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. And now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive turns.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on fourth and goal from the 4.
Here we go.
They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It'll be 3rd and long. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Really nice-looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Finds his man. It's Boston. There he goes. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore is not afraid to show off the gun.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. The sure hands, it's Thomas. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bruins are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UCLA! Ready to try the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking for space. It's Coleman. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see him being so successful.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about the defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly what...
Wide open on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dude. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. This time on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Right on target this time. Now the connection takes it to the 11. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. Touchdown, Bruin! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Using his legs, it's Coleman. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Williams looking for a man. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense and the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 8 over UNLV. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Boston. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Williams will pass. Gets away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Direct snap. It's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. The short hands, it's Boston. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. I'm getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want that clock to run. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Firing to the right, complete. Running into the open space. Lots of room to run. The 10. And he ran away from the defense when that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. The Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to throw deep right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it will take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Williams looking for a man. Trying to burn this defensive back. Touchdown, Huskies! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, and you're just running out of time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws?
They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Got a little space.
Return is tackled out at the 41. And your UCLA Bruins.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, UCLA! And the pummeling has started. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Williams will pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no